Namaste, my name's Rohit. I'll be leading you through a no props Yin Yoga class as part of True Fitness and TFX. You may not have the specific props at home, so this sequence is designed for you to use without any props. With this class, it's very important to note that we're only creating a very passive and gentle stretch. We're not looking to create any tremendous stretching. We're only looking to create a stretch that is very passive and very gentle. We're going to be holding each posture for 2 minutes, and we're going to be resting for 1 minute in between the poses. It's very important, it's only 30 minutes, to take time out of your day, to take time for yourself, and to kind of step away from the news and step away from social media and rumors and gossips, and just focus on yourself and on your breathing. The practice of Yin Yoga can be a very practical tool to help you deal with stress and to help you calm your mind. When you're less stressed, your relationships with your family and friends, colleagues, and the greater community around you will be a lot more better. So 30 minutes is all it takes, so please take the time to look after yourself. Let's begin. Finding a comfortable seated position, kneeling down like this. If the knees or the ankle joints are uncomfortable and they're hurting, then instead find a cross-legged position instead. Just taking the first couple of minutes just to settle onto the mat. Spine neutral, backs of the hands on your thighs, eyes are closed. Moving your attention towards your breathing. Notice the inhale and the exhale, in and out through your nose. A couple of minutes just trying to get the heart rate back down to resting, moving the breath back to its natural rhythm before we start our practice. See if you can increase the length of the inhale and increase the length of the exhalation. The most effective way of observing your breathing is to notice the chest rising as you inhale and the chest falling as you exhale. Maybe after a couple of seconds, your attention wanders off with random thoughts, and then pull your attention back to your breathing. Let's begin. The first pose we're going to move into is white knee child's pose. So I'd like you to come into a kneeling down position like this. And you're going to separate the knees wider, maybe hip width distance apart, or whatever is comfortable for your legs and knees. Keeping the big toes touching each other behind you and keeping the hips towards the heels. You're going to very gently bring the forearms onto the ground. What we're looking to do is to create a very gentle and passive stretch right here in the adductor muscles in the inner thigh area. A gentle and passive stretch. So first of all, coming down onto the forearms, you can rest the chin down towards the throat, or perhaps you can stretch your arms a little bit more forward and come down even further. Coming into a position where you're feeling a very gentle, passive stretch to the tissues of the inner thigh. We will be holding the position for 2 minutes. Keeping the eyes closed, attention held on the inner thigh area. What you're searching for in that target area is any feeling of tightness or any feeling of tension. Wherever that feeling is, using the exhales to try to let that tension go. That's why the stretch needs to be gentle, because it's a lot easier to release a gentle stretch than it is to try to release a tremendous stretch. As the attention wanders off with what the mind is producing, keep pulling your attention back into the body and back to the target area. To release from the pose, stretch your arms forward onto your stomach, stretch the legs out behind you, and rest your head in a comfortable position. 1 minute resting between the postures, allowing that long stretch to slowly rebound. Attention held on the inner thigh area, and noticing any sensations coming up upon releasing that pose. The next position is going to be Sphinx pose. So from this position, you're just going to bring your arms onto the forearms onto the floor, shoulder width distance apart. Elbows kind of underneath the shoulders, palms flat on the floor. This puts a very passive back bend into the lumbar spine, the lower part of your spine. Legs can be together, legs can be apart, whatever is more comfortable for you. Eyes are closed. Now your attention is focused on the lower part of the spine. We're going to be doing a couple of deep back bending postures here. Beneficial for anybody who hasn't been moving all day, or you found yourself stuck behind a desk, hunched over a computer or hunched over a smartphone. Moving the spine into a back bend passively can be very therapeutic for the spine itself and the muscles that support the spine. Eyes closed, attention held in the lower spine, and noticing the sensations coming up or how it feels as the lumbar vertebrae slowly, gently push into yoga. Very slowly lowering yourself back onto the mat and resting the head into a comfortable position. Attention is held on the lower spine area, noticing the sensations coming up upon taking that back bend out of the lower part of the spine. We're going to move into a deeper back bend, and we're going to move from Sphinx pose that we did previously, so your forearms are on the floor, shoulder width distance apart. This time, we're going to move into seal pose. So you're going to separate your hands away from each other, and then you're going to push into the floor until your arms straighten and elbows long. So as you can see very clearly, this puts a deeper back bend to the lumbar part of the spine. You can have your hands further away from you to decrease the degree of back bend, or you can have the hands closer in towards you to increase the back bend. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes, so making sure you're coming into a position that you can hold for 2 minutes, no forcing, but instead trying to let tension go. So you can hunch the shoulders, you can let the belly hang, make sure the legs behind you are nice and relaxed, no tension in the hips or the gluteus muscles. Just patiently waiting for the vertebrae to compress gently into each other. And as that process happens, just noticing how the lower back is feeling. At any point, you can move your hands further away from you, or at any point, perhaps you can move the hands closer in towards you. Or you can just relax. This is a quiet practice. It's a very gentle, passive, and moderate practice. It requires us to focus and practice holding our attention inside of the body, either on the breathing or on the target area. As long as your attention isn't wandering off for too long with what your mind is producing, keep pulling your attention back to the practice. Moving very slowly, no quick or big movements. Slowly lying yourself back onto the mat and then resting your head once again in a comfortable position. Coming out of seal pose, you may notice the rebound is a little bit more clear compared to coming out of Sphinx pose. And again, making sure that the muscles in the body are nice and relaxed. It's possible to feel rebounding sensations appearing elsewhere in the body besides the target area. Next, we're going to move into a position called Figure 4, and we're looking to create a very passive stretch to the IT band, which is right here on the outside of the leg, and most likely you'll feel some stretching in the gluteus muscle as well. So we're going to start off with the left leg. You're going to lie onto your back, knees bent, feet on the floor. Very simply, you're going to cross your left ankle just below the right knee. And depending on how tight the area is, this is your first option by having the right foot on the floor. If you're not feeling any stretching here, which is the target area, you can grab underneath your right thigh, or you can grab over the right knee. If the head comes off the floor, or if your neck is in a very uncomfortable position, just back off a little bit so your neck is not tense. You can start off with your foot on the floor, and then after a few moments, maybe grab under your thigh, or maybe after a few further moments, you can grab over the knee. So coming into a position where you're feeling a very passive, gentle stretch on the IT band right here, the outside of the leg, and also the gluteus muscle. In this position, focusing on specifically relaxing the muscles of the left leg. At no point should your knee joint be hurting or stretching. If you're feeling it in the knee joint, it's not the target area, so make adjustments with where you're placing the ankle. Eyes are closed, attention focused on relaxation, letting go of any stretching sensation in the target area. Very good pose for opening up the left hip socket. Placing the right foot onto the ground, use your hand if you need some help just to uncross that left ankle and then very slowly straightening both legs down the mat. Specifically holding your attention in the left leg, noticing the difference, any sensations coming up upon taking that posture away, and noticing if your hip joints or the knee joint or the ankle joint felt a little bit sensitive as you moved. It's very normal for the joint to feel a little bit fragile as we come out of a long held Yin Yoga pose. It's the short-term effect. Figure 4, but moving on to the right leg. So bend the both legs up once again. This time you're going to cross the opposite leg, the opposite ankle, just below the left knee. And once again, those options very quickly. The left foot can be on the floor, or you can grab underneath your thigh, or you can grab over the knee. If the head comes off the floor, or if the neck feels uncomfortable if you're grabbing over the knee, just take it down a notch until the neck can relax. So we're looking to create a stretch on the outside of the right leg and the right gluteus muscle as well. Making sure the knee joint is not stretching or hurting at any point. So I previously mentioned that coming out of the posture, it's very normal for the joints to feel a little bit fragile. After a minute resting, any feeling of fragility in the joints will have disappeared. We are relaxing the muscles in order to put a stress a little closer towards the right hip socket. You might have noticed by now, one side might have been a lot tighter than the other side. And in the Yin Yoga practice, you get to experience and acknowledge the differences between the left and right side of your bodies. Focusing on relaxation, letting go of any feeling of contraction in the target area, and trying to soften the muscles of the right leg as much as possible. Placing the left foot on the ground. Use your hand if you need some help just to uncross that right ankle. Both feet slowly straighten down the mat. Again, as you move into this rebound position, noticing how the right hip joint feels, the knee joint, and the ankle joint. very easy for your attention to get pulled away with random thoughts and random memories. So keep pulling your attention back to the practice. Move your attention to your breathing, or move your attention physically to your right leg. The next pose we're going to move into is lying butterfly pose. The target area is going to be, once again, the inner thigh and the abductor muscles. We're looking to create a stretch on the left side and the right side of the inner thigh. So very simply, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, and you're going to allow the knees to fold open, just like the pages of a book. The further the feet are away from you, the less stress there's going to be in the target area, left and right side. So if you're not feeling anything, you can always move the feet a little bit closer in towards yourself in order to generate that stretch. Remember, it's only a gentle and passive stretch that we're looking to create. No tremendous stretching and definitely no painful stretching. Keeping your eyes closed, attention held on the left inner thigh and the right inner thigh. Possibly noticing very quickly where you're feeling tension, either in the muscles or towards the hip sockets. And it's that tension that you're trying to relax. Always relaxing on an exhalation. Inhaling, creating space, exhaling, and relaxing. Even with your eyes closed, you might even notice one leg being a little bit higher than the other leg. Learning techniques to let go of tightness and tension in the body is one of those practical tools that's going to help you deal with letting go of stress. Slowly, with your hands if you need to, bring the legs up and then slowly straighten the legs down the mat. Resting for a minute, allowing those tissues to slowly rebound and relax. We're going to move into lying spinal twist next. So bend the knees up, listen carefully. You're going to cross your right leg over the left leg like this, and if you can, place the foot underneath the calf muscle. If you can't, it's okay, the foot can hang out to the side. Right leg is crossed on top. You're going to bend the legs over towards the left. The knees don't have to touch the floor, it depends on how tight the body is. The knees are off the floor, that's okay as well. So in order to twist the spine, you're going to bring your arms out into a capital T shape like this, and if your neck is comfortable, you're going to turn your head over the right shoulder. Resting here for 2 minutes. Eyes are closed, as well as putting a very gentle passive twist in the spine. We're also stretching the muscles of the shoulders, and once again we quite possibly might be creating a stretch in the IT band and the gluteus muscle as well. Noticing the effect the spine twist is having on your natural respiration. Twisting the spine may have made the breath become a little bit shallow. It's making sure the breath is returning actually back to its natural rhythm. Even better, we'll be able to take deeper inhales and deeper exhales in this position. Very slowly, there's no rush, slowly untwisting the spine, uncrossing the legs, and resting in the rebounding position. It's very important in this practice to allow the muscles that you've been holding elongated and relaxed for a length of time. You want these same muscles some time to relax, rebound, and reform. And then twisting to the opposite side. So bend your knees up, feet on the ground. So this time you're going to cross your left leg over the right leg and try on this side to place the foot under the calf muscle. If you can't, the foot hangs out to the side, it's okay. So left leg is crossed. Bending the legs over towards the right. And then in order to put the twist into the spine, you're going to bring your arms out into a passive T-shape, If your neck is comfortable, you can turn your head over the left shoulder. Eyes are closed. Tension held on the spine. Again, not just a spine twist, but you may be also feeling the stretch across the shoulders and the pectoral muscles, and quite possibly feeling a stretching sensation in the left mighty band and the left gluteus muscle as well. Perhaps already noticing quite a big difference between the left and right side of the bodies. As you're twisting to this side, it might be a little bit more challenging than twisting to the other side. It might be a little bit more easier. One of the benefits of practicing this yoga is that you get to know and experience the differences between the left and right side of your bodies. Allowing the knees to fall a little closer towards the floor if you find yourself becoming heavier and more relaxed. Slowly untwisting the spine, uncrossing the legs, feet on the ground, straightening the legs down the mat, arms down by your side, and just preparing for the final Shavasana. Knees in close towards your chest, roll over onto your left hand side, and push yourself up. Coming to sit into a comfortable position, spine straight, chin neutral, eyes closed, and just taking a few moments to focus the attention once again on your breathing. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Hands in a prayer position in front of your heart center and eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this class. If you did like the class and you want some more information, please check out our True Fitness and TFX social media pages. Namaste.